Hey, what is up, guys? It is Rising Random here, back with another video, and I just wanted to say something ahead of time. Is if I suddenly just get real quiet out of nowhere, it's just because I'm dealing with the situation after you text and all that. But just don't worry about it too much. It's nothing too deep. That's the reason why I'm just recording in the first place. And also on another note, I know I haven't posted in a while, and I'm actually getting some traction. Getting some traction, but it's hard at this point for me to constantly come up with ideas because I like being original and I don't like having ideas that other people has already done. But considering that I haven't watched a lot of these series in a really long time and I can't force myself to watch it no more because I just hasn't been into anime as much, that a lot of the times my new ideas before my other channel was coming from just either stuff I had seen, I have kind of wondered about myself, or it came from a whole different series, which a lot of people already had watched, and I'm not in those different series no more. So obviously I can't, I can't make it new videos constantly about original ideas if I'm not watching these new series and then pretty much indoctrinating them into whatever series I'm currently talking about, rather it be Dragon Ball, MHA, or Naruto. That's how a lot of my series has gone, and so my schedule is right now pretty much going to be very slow until I could either get back into anime, or if I have people suggesting stuff that I might like to do. But for the time being, my schedule is just going to be slow. If you have any ideas or suggestions that you want to see you want to see personally, just go ahead and leave it down in the comments, because it will help a lot and make my videos go quicker, feel me? But other than that, though, let's get into the video. We are talking about what if Goku unlocked SSJ early. So how this all started was, everything pretty much goes the same from Dragon Ball, not to Dragon Ball Z, but to right before King Piccolo, not our Piccolo, but King Piccolo kills Krillin inside of the stadium. So, first of all, we're going to say this. Goku, I'm going to tweak his personality just a little bit more. His personality is already more angry. He's already more on the violent side. I'm just going to say when he fell, he fell a little less hard, you can say. So, it didn't erase as much as his personality. So, he's still a little bit more on the violent side. So, he's already a naturally angry person, such like Vegeta, but he's also kind-hearted at the fact, too. So, do all this tweaking that I have done, I'm basically saying that his S cells are on a higher level, but at the same time that he basically has the emotions to actually unlock SSJ way earlier than what he actually did in canon. So when King Piccolo, well, not King Piccolo, but one of his minions, I can't remember which one it was exactly. I'm so sorry for that, but I can't remember which one exactly. But when one of them kills Krillin, as that young child, he unlocks Super Saiyan right there, and then he's crying over his body, draining, feeling me. He basically is a recreation of what happened on Planet Namek. This cloud goes even darker than what it already was. Goku flashes a blinding yellow light, and he's in Super Saiyan. He can't control himself. He's just hitting the ground out of pure rage at the fact that his best friend, his only best friend, is dead, and he can't do nothing about it at this point. He could get the Dragon Balls, but he's not thinking of that right now. It's not like how in the current canon where if you die, you can just come back in literally like the next episode or so. This time, it's genuinely a problem. He doesn't think Krillin can come back. He thinks Krillin is permanently dead. And he's just punching the ground, and he vows to Krillin's dead body that if Krillin's soul can hear him, he's gonna kill King Piccolo and all his minions in retaliation. And Goku does set off to do this. He's still in his same form, but he gets halfway there, and nobody can even follow him like that besides Master Roshi, and really Master Roshi can barely follow him. And halfway there, Goku passes out. The strain from Super Saiyan was too much on his low body. He's not currently strong enough to actually keep the mode activated. Because even if before people say like, oh, how come Goten and Trunks can keep those Super Saiyan mode activated, they're actually stronger than, I would say, even like the actual Namek saga Goku is. then that's the reason why they can keep it up. But past that, let's get back into this. But his little body cannot handle the power that he currently has. So he blacks out. He wakes back up. He's in Kami house. He's like, what happened? He couldn't even remember the fact that he went to go off to kill Piccolo completely. He only remembers valuing the fact that he would, and that Krillin is dead. So they go through it all completely from the beginning, basically saying you found Krillin dead. We saw one of. Did they see him? I'm not gonna say that. I don't think they did see him, but that it was one of Piccolo's minions, and basically that he had unlocked like a new power. His hair was yellow, and it was standing straight up. It was spiky, and Goku has no idea what this power is. There is no Vegeta in this timeline where they can call it Super Saiyan or whatever it is. At this point, they just calling it Golden Goku. It's like GG, pretty much. For me, see what I did there. Like once you have Super Saiyan, it's a GG for them. Feel me? Anyway, but they did call him the Golden Goku or GG if you wanted to say that. But and he don't know what it is. He doesn't know how to control it. He doesn't even know how to get back into that mode. So all he can do is train. He trains for a little bit, and he says, "Okay, I'm done training." He only trains like 2-3 days, and then he flies all straight back over to King Piccolo, and he gets absolutely mollywopped. He can't go back into transformation right now. It was out of pure rage, so he gets mollywopped, and he doesn't manage to escape though. And he goes through his whole entire trial with Kami and Korin and all that, and he gets stronger. And by the time like the actual final battle is about to happen, it's Goku. At this point, he's stronger because the Super Saiyan transformation after it did take a lot out of him. That Zenkai boost did hit, so he's physically stronger, and he's a little bit mentally stronger, but he's just waiting at this point. He's still angry. He's still angry at the fact that his friend is dead. The fact that Krillin is dead he never had actual time to grieve over it. He had that one little moment, and then after that, it was back to training, and he couldn't truly grieve and get his emotions out. So it's still bunched up in there, just waiting for a chance to get out and show itself as the Super Saiyan for transformation. And King Piccolo immediately, off the bat, once he sees Goku messes up, he says, "Oh, I see why you came over here last time. One of my sons killed your little friend. He was trying to get revenge on." And at this point, this confirms to Goku what was already known, pretty much, that it was one of King Piccolo's sons who did it, or minions, if you want to call him that. And he's upset. He's extremely violent right now, and his power is boosted, but he's not in Super Saiyan yet. He starts to pretty much, because he told everybody to leave their hands off of the minions. He would kill them and King Piccolo all by himself. He starts putting hands and feet on both of the minions at the same time. Ooh, I said it was scrapping. It was out there, feel me? Goku was out there really getting them haymakers in. He learned how to throw his jabs for real. But Goku absolutely mollywops. I can't remember their name. I still can't remember their name. But he basically mollywops King Piccolo's sons and actual Piccolo. And he absolutely mollywops him, like I said. And he's finished. He's holding them by their throat. And he's like, "Take your sons back. They'll perish right along with you. I'll see you. They'll see you in hell." And he throws them to him. They're not dead at this point, but they're very close to it. They were beaten really badly. And then King Piccolo basically insults him even further. It's like, "Oh, you think that's going to get your friend back?" And at this point, Goku is completely done. His face is blank. It's only pure rage on his face, and it's like hints of yellow aura coming around him constantly. But he's still not quite in Super Saiyan yet. So he goes ahead and he starts scrapping with King Piccolo. They're on the same level since he has not quite the Super Saiyan transformation, but it's boosting his power. Like, I don't like saying false Super Saiyan, but it was very similar to that. So they're basically just scrapping at this point. They throwing hands, they throwing right, left, knees, whole elbows in there. Throwing the ground in there. But At the end of the day, Goku is not, I wouldn't say stronger, but he has slightly more, not really technique, but he has an edge at the fact that his power level is constantly rising. So he's getting stronger as time goes on, while King Piccolo is getting weaker as time goes on. So eventually Goku does, he gets the upper hand, he starts beating down on Piccolo. And Piccolo at this point is like, well, I may have made a mistake making the enemy out of this kid. And he sees the writing on the wall that he's going to die. He's made this kid extremely mad. The kid already beaten his sons half to death. And he reads the writing on the wall and says, I'm going to die. But before I die, I'm going to spit out a son. And he basically uses all his strength in one move to smack Goku as far away as he can. And he spits out our current Piccolo. He only has enough time to literally only spit out current Piccolo and just throw him as far as he can before Goku's right back on him with his full strength. And Goku uses his Kamehameha point blank range and rips a hole through King's Piccolo chest. King Piccolo, of course, dies. And they think, Kami's gonna die. And when they go over there, Kami, because Goku wasn't really thinking at the time, he's like, I just want to kill this person. I don't care what happens to Kami. Well, he really wasn't thinking about Kami, but he's like, I just want to kill this person. I don't care what happens after that. I'll deal with the consequences after that. But he has to die. And he kills King Piccolo, and then he goes over to his sons, and then kills them too. And he goes over, and once he calms down fully, he kind of realizes, oh, probably should have kept King Piccolo alive, so Kami could be alive. And everyone realizes this at the same time. They all rush up to Kami, and he's alive. Yeah, they're like, how are you alive? He's like, I don't know. Maybe King Piccolo spit out another son that is pretty much is him once again reincarnated. And this point, Goku's like, well, if he did, I'm going to kill that son on sight. I suggest you try and find a way of either containing the son or something, because it's on sight for the son. I'm killing him. So, of course, it gets dragged on to, I think it's about Dragon Ball. I can't remember if it goes when Piccolo first gets announced, if it's Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. I think it's actually the very end of Dragon Ball, where he shows up inside of the tournament. And Goku at this point has calmed down. Krillin has come back. He's not as angry, but he still does kind of want to tap into that power in general. He hasn't actually gone back into Super Saiyan since that time. He remembers the feeling. The tingle in his back, the power that was just sitting in his stomach that eventually rose up and took hold of him. And he continuously tries to go into the form. Every now and then he gets a brief glimpse into it. He could kind of like hold it for like a second or two, and then he drops out of it and he's drained instantly. So Goku at this one thinking, okay, I just don't have enough power to continue in this form. I can't achieve it if I don't have enough power. So I need to train harder than I ever have. But his plans gets interrupted at the fact that Gohan is born. So, by the way, I thought I should say this. Of course, my reason of saying that Krillin's back alive, Goku isn't as angry and all that, he keeps Piccolo alive. I kind of realized I forgot to mention that. But he keeps Piccolo alive. And so basically we're now transitioning into the Raditz saga. Well, not really saga, but the same saga, but Raditz more specifically. But if you want to see the series continue, hit like 2 likes, just 2. And pretty much just share this video with friends, family, people you really don't know like that, but like anime, mutual friends, acquaintances, anybody for real. Snapchat group chats, Instagram group chats, message group chats. I don't care personally. Just get this video out there. And I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy the rest of your day. It is Rising Random logging out.